Oh, good. The maid had you dressed right on time. Why, yes, pet. You are very capable of doing many things yourself, including dressing yourself. However, I get to decide whether or not you use those capabilities, which is what makes you the pet, and I the owner. Stand up and give me a slow spin. Let me see what I'm taking to the school festival today. It looks comfortable enough for you to walk in, and extravagant enough to be seen beside me. I approve. Let's get going. The festival has already started, and I'd rather not get the leftover prizes and experiences this year's event has to offer. Yes, the festival, pet. Do I need to get your ears cleaned, or do you enjoy dumbing yourself down for me? Actually, you wouldn't know about the school festival, now would you? Even if you weren't my pet, your previous background wouldn't have allowed you to know about it, much less attend it. That was quite the nip, pet. I thought I took care of that attitude of yours. It seems like me bringing up the past still triggers something in you. Interesting. That's something I'll have to toy with later. Anyway, to answer your question, what was wrong with your background is that it was average at best. Of course, you had enough money and status to be here, but not nearly enough for you to amount to anything worthwhile in the eyes of the elite of the elite. Had you not become my pet, you would have graduated, taken over a family business, maybe traveled a few countries. But you surely wouldn't be getting any political favors domestically or internationally. You wouldn't be changing whatever laws you'd like, manipulating multi-billion-dollar corporations, having royalty at your feet, or even the ability to cause the downfall of a nation with a single call. I saved you from a life of mediocrity. You have more wealth and status than you ever had by just being my pet. There are so many wealthy heirs who would adore being in your position. The festival that we'll be attending is enjoyed by a select group of students at our school, the elite of the elite, as I had mentioned. The rest of the students are either clueless about the event, working it, or desperately giving themselves up to anyone who would let them be a part of it. Why can't everyone attend? Because, pet, not everyone in school is destined to be someone. These are for people who were destined to be someone from birth. Not many can pay for that kind of status. And anyway, even if everyone was allowed to attend, it wouldn't serve them well if they didn't have the money or status. None of this should matter to you anyway. You're part of the elite of the elite. You aren't just any pet. You're my pet, and you've come to learn how grateful you should be. Unlike other pets, you are taken care of, kept fed, kept groomed, and kept happy. That's more than the other pets can say. You don't have to lift a finger. You just have to give me something to look at and something to play with. We didn't attend the festival last year because the festival doesn't happen once a year. It takes more than a year to create something new and fresh for the eyes of those who have seen it all. While this festival is for fun, just like every other opportunity at this school, it's a chance to network. It's also a chance for students who are working the festival to show us what they have to offer, in hopes that we'll bite and give them a chance to be where we are now in a few years. All it takes is for one of us to invest more into what they're doing. Whether they're in the industry of entertainment, food, technology, beauty, and so on. Of course, there's going to be rides, pet. Rides show off the latest technology and use of materials in unique and creative ways. There'll also be plenty of gambling. Oh, we won't be spending as much as you think. We'll be showered with gifts right when we step in. Some do tip out of pity, but it's usually new money wanting to show off and be flaunted over. Now, let's get going. You'll learn more by seeing the festival rather than being told about it. Aw, you aren't looking too well, pet. Is the richness of all this food still too much for your palate? And here I thought I've elevated enough. I'll talk to the chef about your meals, and get you a bigger pet bowl to fit a wider variety of foods. Here, drink this. Take the entire vial, and head to the bathroom afterward. This will make you throw everything in your stomach up. To make yourself feel better, pet. Do you want to continue to feel this way? No. The purpose of this isn't to help with upset stomachs, though people do use it for that. It was made for events like this with more food than one can handle in one sitting. Instead of waiting hours for your body to naturally digest your food, you take this, throw all the food up, and continue eating. It isn't painful, really. The liquid has a property that neutralizes the stomach acid as it comes back up. I've done it once or twice and found that I prefer to just take one bite of everything. One bite is all I need to know if I like it or not. Suit yourself, pet. Let me know if you need it. From the foods that you did try, are there any that you really enjoy? I quite like this one here. It's made with a rare spice that only grows in the snow, giving it a burning heat that almost feels cold. It's an experience. I might invest in the company, see what else that spice can do. Well, if you do find something you like, speak up. Food companies are popular purchases and investments. It's considered a basic need, if you could believe it. Ha, we finally made it to the gambling area. How long does the event last? Are you asking this question because of the large scale of the event, and how it would be impossible for someone to experience everything in just a few hours? I thought so. This event lasts as long as there's one attendee present. Once we all leave, then it ends. It can continue well into the night, to the next day, and even for days after. Though it never does. We bore easily. But there was one year that I heard it lasted over 48 hours. Now, this is the area where we can lose a lot of money. Well, where others can lose a lot of money if they aren't good at gambling. Unlike the school, we aren't playing with one another. We're all playing with the house, who is a representative of a company. As long as one of us wins their game, we all get a sample of their product with the winning player getting something extra. If the house wins, they get double the entry fee that the players put in the pot to join the game. The products range from rare jewels, ancient artifacts, helicopters, exotic animals, and even celebrities. Of course you can win celebrities. Celebrities aren't their own people after all. They're much easier to win than an average person. They're owned by their studios and contracts already. Most of them get bought to marry. You don't think celebrities actually date and marry for love, did you? Hardly. Some of them are even paired together for other people's entertainment, especially co-stars. Because, pet, it's fun to play with people's lives. Why would they mind anyway? It's not like they're part of the elite. They have to do tricks in front of a camera for their money. They're told what to do, what to wear, what to say. They're slightly smarter circus animals. The elite wouldn't waste our time playing dress up and pretend. We have better things to be doing. Enough about that. If you're eyeing a celebrity, you better not tell me unless you want me to use them as target practice. Now, anything you see. If I'm not mistaken, you just glanced at those exotic flowers over there. You've never seen anything like them, have you? All right, that'll be my first game. It's only a few million in the pot. Take your place under the table at my feet with the rest of the house pets. Understand? Good pet. Evening. I'll take the next round. That was almost too easy. It's almost like you wanted me to win. Have a house pet take my winnings to my holding room and get in touch with me sometime next week. I want a garden of these. Come, pet. More to see. Oh, pet. Have you been so overwhelmed by me and the luxury around you that you haven't noticed the gifts we've been given have been taken? House pets are running around this entire event, keeping our hands empty and putting things in a designated holding room for us. I'll have it emptied and taken home at the end of the event. Ah, this is new. Gigi was telling me about this. Very good, pet. They are boats. They're miniaturized yachts. Having the full-sized yachts here would be a waste of space and look absurd on this venue's lake. So, they have these versions deployed to show off their designs, key features, and tease a test drive. Let's try one out, shall we? If you like one enough, and you promise to continue to behave, I'll see about getting you one to spend time on, so you can build your resistance to any seasickness. So I can take you out to sea, pet. Why else? It wouldn't do me any good if you were sick. It would make playing with you a lot more difficult. Now come on, stay close.